Morning. Happy Wednesday morning. Today we are going to be talking about how to share your signature story in the 3 ways that we've been talking about, which is your opt-in video, your phone calls, and your uh, content. So really, I like to do the opt-in video first. I know I've been sharing it backwards, but I really love to do the opt-in video first. So that's what I'm going to, if you haven't seen yesterday's replay, definitely watch yesterday's replay about how to convey your story in the opt-in video. Now, I always start the day with a little bit of inspiration, and we are going through the book The War of Art and doing different quotes from it. So yesterday's quote, I'm just going to share it again. Fear doesn't go away. The warrior and the artist live by the same code of necessity, which dictates that the battle must be fought anew every day. And today's quote will be, it's better to be in the arena getting stomped by the bull than to pull up in the stands, or to be put up in the stands, or to be in the parking lot. So guys, if you guys didn't see my April Fool's joke, definitely check that out. But I was joking that, it's hard to be a coach, and it's hard to be, in this field of generating money, because money is very emotional for people, and there's always someone who has an opinion about money. Let me just tell you that. But the crazy thing is, like, despite all the things that have come my way, despite like people being like, I don't get it, like, why? I'm gonna do it because I get it and it's important to me. And then there's other people who are confirming that, yes, I need support in this area. So I just want to relate that to you as an artist. Like, we as artists can be so scared of rejection that we don't even play at the biggest level we can. And I don't know about you, but I like to surround myself with people who are playing at a pretty big level. And if you're in a place where the people around you are not playing big, you may want to say, okay, like, like, look at yourself. Don't blame the people around you, right? Like, look at yourself and be like, where am I not playing big? And where can I put myself out there to be around people who are playing a bigger game than me? And it can be scary to be around people who are successful, or people who are more knowledgeable than you, or anything like that. But the thing is, that's how we grow. And so it's better to be in the arena getting stomped by the bull, in other words, getting rejected, facing the resistance, feeling not worthy enough. It's better to be in the arena getting stomped by the bull than to be up in the stands or out in the parking lot. And out in the parking lot, up in the stands, that's safe. Anyone ever felt going back to the safety of our comfort zone? That's what my reel on Monday was about. I get it. Same here. And the thing is that we have a choice. We're not bad for choosing one or the other, but we do have a choice every single day. And guys, so sorry about Instagram. For some reason, Instagram is just not wanting to go live. So this will be on Facebook, YouTube, and then I'll be posting the replays for Instagram. So just so you know, it's coming. The replays are coming. Okay, guys. So let's talk about our signature story. If you didn't get a chance to opt in, to look into the opt-in video yesterday's reel was about the opt-in video. And it was pretty fire, let me tell you. It was pretty short. It was like 10 to 15 minutes. I would definitely go check that one out. And then we've got how to tell your signature story on a phone call, which is very similar, by the way. I hope you are seeing a theme here. And then we've got how to tell your signature story in your content as the campaign goes forward. So that's what I want to tell you guys. Let's talk about opt-in video first, and we're going to work backwards. So yesterday, I talked about the opt-in video. It's going to be about 2 minutes long, and you're going to be walking through some points in the opt-in video. So let me pull up my screen here. So point number 1 is going to be a hook. It's going to be a hook. You want something to hook. This could be a visual hook, or this could be a verbal hook like a question. And then you're going to go into heart. And I did not say this yesterday, but a few months ago, I went to a signature talk conference from 10x Stages, and Pete Vargas is a phenomenal communicator, and he has spoken on stages, booked stages all over the world, all over the place. And this outline I really got from him, and with 10x Stages. So I did not say that yesterday, but this outline I did go over yesterday. I'm just going to be framing it in a little bit different way today. So definitely check out yesterday, and then I'm going to be going over it today. So number 1, hook. Number 2, heart. Why is this project important to you? And you can introduce yourself too. Say like, hey, my name is so-and-so from this area. I'm a singer-songwriter. And then you go into the story, your signature story. Why is this project important to you? Another way, how do you feel when you went through the struggles that inspired you in this project? How did you feel when you went through the struggles that inspired this project? Why is now the time to create this project? Why is it urgent for you? And that's heart. That's the first section of heart. The second section for heart is, what is the story or topic behind this project? So what's the project actually about? Why is this project important to others? And what is your intention for this project? So an example of this could be like, this project is close to my heart, or this project is important to me because I've gone a long time not believing in myself, not believing that I could create my music, or be good enough or share it with the world. And I'm kind of tired of that. I'm done with that. And because this has been such a struggle for me, this project is about just that. It's about me discovering that I am enough, that my voice counts, and all these different things. So your signature story, guys, it doesn't have to be long. Like, I feel like story is like put into like, oh my gosh, it's so long. It doesn't have to be long, guys. And so that's it. You're going to have a hook. You're going to introduce yourself and then have some heart. And then the second part is oh, look at that, balloons. You're going to talk about head. Head is like an educational piece of the puzzle here. You could educate on how much goes into music. Like average record labels have 150K behind their artist. I'm an independent artist, and that's why I need your help. And then you go into hands asking for them to come with you. So take my hand type thing. And you're going to ask your audience to participate. In other words, list 3 ways that people can support you. So number 1, I want to invite you into this process. I want to invite you to the party, and I'll need your help. So no pressure either way. And this is kind of like how I do the phone calls too. But there's 3 ways you can support if you want to come on this adventure with me. Number 1, you can opt in for free into my email list, and there's a opt-in button below. If you guys use Rocket Fuel, this button is on Rocket Fuel platform. And if you want to just come on the journey and support, then I'd love to have you. And then the second thing you do is you say, hey, you could also share this with a friend. If my story moves you, if what I'm creating really moves you and you love my music, definitely feel free to share this page with a friend. And then third, you can donate to the project. We're looking for, you can even throw out like a goal. We're looking for 100 people to donate $5, like give up their Starbucks coffee and bring it in here. So you could do something like, we're looking for 100 people to donate 50, and in return we will give you, and then you go into what you'll give them for rewards. In return, we have some sweatshirts, we have some merch, we have this merch, we have that merch, and then you go into heart. Thank you so much for your support. It means the world to me. And reminding everyone that they supporting you is a huge deal, and you always want to end with that. Thank you so much. No pressure to participate in any particular way. I'm just glad that you're in my community. I'm glad you're here with me. So that's how you share it in your opt-in video, and guess what? That's exactly how you share it in a phone call. Now, in a phone call, you might do something like, hey, like catch me up on your life a little bit, especially if you haven't talked to them in a while. But hey, I'm calling because there's been I've been working on a project, and this is how you set up a phone call, right? Hey, I'm working on a project, um, and you know, thought of you because you are awesome, and like we've always had a great relationship. We've always had like a positive relationship, an encouraging relationship. So I thought of you, and um, the you know, then you go into your signature story, right? Like, hey, like this project is important. You know, this project is really close to me. I'm actually creating an EP right now, and this project's really important to me because I've faced so much struggle and so much um, mental like you know, if you want to say just like battling ideas that I'm not good enough, battling like uh, that my voice doesn't matter, or like my story's boring, or like whatever you're facing. And I've had enough of it, and this is my time. Like I'm committed to finishing this album, and I just wondering if you'd be open to supporting in any way. And then instead of an opt-in video, right, you're asking more questions, and they're like, yeah, for sure, for sure. Um, and so that's number one. And then you go into the three ways you can support. So hey, there's three ways you can support me. You can do this, you can do that, you know, the things you can join my email list, you can just like share my social media posts or share my page, or you can um, donate to the project, and you'll have different rewards and different things on the page. So that's kind of it in a nutshell, guys. If you want to incorporate like an auction or some kind of business, you know, you can say, hey, I'm featuring local businesses in the area as well. They came to support, and we're auctioning off items, so you can get an item. Like Phoenix Band uh, did sweet potato casserole, so that was really fun. Someone really wanted her sweet potato casserole, so you can make it specialized to you and your project. So that's how you do it in a phone call. Now, the content is a little different because it's not just one signature story that you're sharing. You're sharing your story in multiple ways. So one way, let's just say, for example, for me, like I felt not enough. Like, what does not enough mean? And you can be like, hey, have you ever felt like not enough? There was a time in my life I felt like I wasn't enough, and you know, different things like that. You don't even have to go into my dad did this, my mom did this. Like we all have those stories, but you can just be like, hey, like when I do hard things, I always face this problem or this belief that I'm not enough, and it comes from uh, really like I have dyslexia, and so when I was younger, there was a time where I believed I was literally stupid because I couldn't read like everybody else, and so um, fortunately, I had someone in my life address that lie and say, that's not true. And so, fortunately, I had advocates in my life during that time, but I still struggle with this. I don't know about you, but you know, is it time that we had some music that was not just about like make it out in the club, or not? If you do the music like that, that's cool too. But like, if you know, I don't know about you, but I want to be an artist, you know, an influence in the world that creates um, change in people's identities. Like I want people to know when they hear my music that they are more than enough, and they don't have to be someone else. So that's an example of how you could take your signature story and turn it into content, literally content that is the same story but not quite. I borrowed from another story in my life, and I did not go into details. I just said, "Hey, you know, there was a time in my life where I believed I was stupid because I have dyslexia." Like that's literally one sentence, guys. Like you could do this in one sentence and be like, and then turn it around for your audience. So guys, this is general, like how I create copy. And if you want some help creating your own copy for your crowdfund, to workshop your signature story, to really crowdfund from with your heart and connection leading the way, not the how to's, not the money, not any of it, but really having connection and your copy lead the way in vulnerability, but not like a crazy like feel sorry for me vulnerability, but like inspiring vulnerability. Like you are the leader that is going to lead the way with this music to create change in the world. Like those are the artists I want to work with, mission driven artists, purpose driven artists, those who have a mission for their life. That's who I want to work with. So if you're someone who wants to work with your signature story, what you're doing so you can crowdfund 5K plus in 30 days, comment crowd in the chat and I can get you all the info. We can chat a little bit more, and I can hear your goals. So put crowd in the chat if that's you. Guys, I got to wrap up today. I know Instagram wasn't working today, so thank you everyone for joining who are online. But yeah, if you want to lead the way in your next crowdfund or in your next project through the heart, through connection to your audience and the people around you, definitely comment crowd and I can get you all the info so that you can have your signature story through your opt-in video, through your phone calls, and through your content, and it doesn't feel icky or slimy or weird. It just feels like connection and love. And that's how I want to lead the way with the artists that I work with. So comment chat if that's you, if you're curious on how to workshop that, and we can workshop it together. So guys, happy Wednesday. Have an amazing, amazing day. I'll be posting the replays soon. You can watch the replay of this as well as next week. I go live every day at 10 a.m. Or not, sorry, every day. Every Tuesday and Wednesday at 10 a.m. And I'll see you next week. Thanks, guys.